Hey fellow adventurers, today we are going to be playing The Forgotten City. It's a narrative-driven mystery adventure game based on the award-winning Skyrim mod of the same name. So let's check it out.
Hey, you're alive. When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, a phone, maybe. I hope you don't mind. But all I found was some loose change. So, wanna tell me who you are?
Oh sure. Select your body type. Oh, so basically you select your gender here. Let's go with the guy. Select your skin tone. Okay, let's go with this one.
Well, it's nice to meet you. And I'm sorry to pry, but any idea why you were floating down the river? What's the last thing you remember?
I was searching for ancient ruins. Archaeologist. Years of studying history gives you occasional insights into the ancient world. So basically if you pick any of the options, you get a trait along with it. So let's check what the other traits are. I was in covert mission. Soldier, you have military issued firearm, but only 10 bullets. You'll have to use them judiciously since there's no way to get more. Okay. I was on the run from the law. Fugitive, your time on the run from the authorities has made you quick on your feet, and you're 25% faster when sprinting. Okay. I barely remember anything. Amnesiac, your recent head trauma has increased your pain threshold, making you 50% harder to take down. Oh, those are some interesting traits. Archaeologist gives you insight into the ancient world. Soldier gives you a firearm. Fugitive gives you speed, and Amnesiac makes you harder to kill, I guess. Very interesting. Let's go with the archaeologist.
Oh, you're an archaeologist? Then you'll definitely want to hear this. I don't know if it's exactly what you're looking for, but there are some ruins just behind you. Roman, I think. I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Al for me. He went in there a few hours ago, and he hasn't come out. I've been freaking out, wondering if he's trapped or injured, or worse. I would have gone in after him, but he made me promise to stay here, no matter what. There's no way I'm leaving without him, so I'm just kind of stuck here, waiting. What I mean is, I was hoping you wouldn't mind going in there to find him? If you can do that, I can get both of you back to civilization in my boat. Please?
So basically I don't have a choice, I guess. Well, let's see. Mind if I ask some questions first?
Oh, of course. Sorry, I don't mean to be pushy. What do you want to know?
What's your story?
Oh, there's not much to tell. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You're not even going to tell me your name?
Oh, I'd rather not say if it's all the same to you.
Wow, so she literally asks me my name, but she's not gonna even tell me her name? Okay. I'd really like to know, especially if I'm going to be helping you. Yeah, why not?
All right, fine. Sorry if I sounded cagey, it's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, thank you for saving my life, Karen. Why didn't you want to tell me your name? All those Karen memes have really ruined that name, huh? Let's go with the third option.
Yeah, something like that. But right now, I have bigger problems, like finding Al.
Okay, who is Al?
He's the guy who washed up on the riverbank not long before you did. I thought maybe you two knew each other. I guess not. But
Nah, lady.
maybe the two of you can piece together what you're doing here. In any
I don't
case,
know.
you'll like him, I'm sure. Once you find him, that is.
Okay, okay. Where are we?
You really don't remember? We're in Italy. This river is the Tiber.
Oh. What can you tell me about the ruins?
Not much, really. But imagine what you might find in there. Priceless ancient artifacts. Al...
What? I mean, priceless ancient artifacts make sense. Al is just some guy you wanna fucking hang with. Have you tried calling for help?
What am I, an idiot? You could hike a long, long way in any direction and never find another soul. Trust me.
Okay, that's all the questions I had.
Great. So you're ready to go look for Al?
Not really. Alright, I'm in. I'm going in for the priceless artifacts, but I'll keep an eye out for him. I'll pass. Let's go with the second option.
My hero. The entrance is just past those columns behind you.
She doesn't look too
and
excited.
he left this here. But I think you'll need it more than I will.
Oh, better be a gun. Of course, it's a flashlight. A heavy-duty battery-powered flashlight. Take item. New main goal, quid pro quo. Okay. Okay, there we go. Enter the ruins. Oh, we found a bag. A backpack full of worn hiking clothes and empty food packets. Nothing valuable here, but still it seems strange that Al left it behind. Ooh. We can't take this with us? Okay.
If you're reading this, it means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city hidden deep underground. Its existence is long forgotten, all knowledge of it lost, except in the Latin inscription here. It reads,
Oh, okay. Oh god.
"You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked
Okay.
shall find themselves showered in gold, but in vain, for this shall be their final resting place."
Is there anything in here?
Could an underground city have remained a secret for all this time? Could people have survived down there, against the odds? It seems there's only one way to find out. If I'm not back in an hour, I'm somewhere on the other side. Consider this an invitation, or a warning. Al Worth.
Oh, what's that? Is that a statue? Wow, this looks like gold. There's like statues on all corners. Nice. I might just take these ancient artifacts and just dip out of here. If I could. Let's just go check in there. translate. Archaeologists inside always remember they're watching. That's spooky. Do you hear that? It's like someone's sharpening a sword. They look too real. That is scary. I was just checking how detailed the statues were. I'd say they're pretty. I'd say they are pretty detailed. Wait, was he always looking in my direction? What the? He's changing directions. I swear he was looking on the left. What? Okay, that's giving me goosebumps. If I turn around, he's gonna turn towards me. What? Why? I just saw her move. Okay, this is a bit sketchy. Holy sh. Why are they all looking at me? Can they actually attack me? Oh my god. Yep, they move and I'm not looking at them. It's like that Doctor Who angels, or like the angel villains in Doctor Who start moving the moment you're not looking at them. She also gonna turn around? Holy okay, this is pretty sketchy and scary. I don't like this. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. But who does? Is he gonna also turn around towards me? Please no. He's not right. Of course he is. Okay, so the statues are alive in a way. Can I inspect them? Okay, I should not get too close to them. A Roman gladiator mid-stride. What could have made the gladiator flee? I don't know, maybe these scary statues? Is he changing his stance as well? No, I'm just seeing things that are not there. Hey man, if you got a problem with me, just say it. Just say it, okay? Don't just... What? Okay, at least the gladiator doesn't move. That would be really scary. A young Roman woman. It looks like she was begging for her life. You also gonna turn around? Okay, thankfully not. Press F5 to quick save and F9 to quick load. Okay. Yep. Who's she? A Roman military commander attempting to scramble away from something. Maybe I should have taken a gun instead of the archaeologist trait. But I don't know how a gun would be very much useful against golden statues. Because technically that would make them bulletproof, right? In a way. And I mean, if they're already dead, you can't really kill them either. Is there something I can read here? I like the scenery. Looks like a beautiful city. Or at least it used to be beautiful. Apparently not so anymore. Follow Al's trail. Who is he? A golden statue of an old man wearing modern clothing. This must be Al. But how is that possible? Oh no, Al. What happened? What happened there, buddy? So, follow Al's trail, right? I mean, he's already dead. Where do I go from here? Guess we go forward. Wait, is he also gonna change his... No, he's not changing.
To whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this. And worse, that you'll suffer the same fate I did. I've spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles, searching for a way out. The inscription was right. There is no way back. In here, there are only two options: death, or that godforsaken doorway into the past. I made the mistake of stepping through it. I wanted to set things right. And I tried. I really tried. Whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning. Don't make the same mistake. Better to end it all now. And find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
Oh, I can't jump off. So I can't really end it right now. Nice tip there, Al. Oh. What is this? What is this? I don't know. Oh shit. Can't really... Okay, I guess we'll have to move forward. A Roman man on his knees as if begging his gods for mercy. Oh! Yes, I'm your god now. Can I kick him? So I guess this is the portal Al went through. Do we have to go through here? Updated main goal, forget me not. Step to the doorway into the past. Main goal completed, forget me not. Portal stone.
Salve, friend.
Salve.
I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
Proserpina. I'm Godhead, and I've just come from the future. Wait, are you speaking English? Shrine of Proserpina. I'm Godhead, and I got lost. Oh, let's go with the second option.
What? I'm speaking Latin. You are too, although your accent's a little strange. Oh, I see what you did there. Changing the subject like that. Nice try. But I'll ask again. Who are you, and what were you doing in the shrine?
Shrine?
Yeah, you know, agricultural goddess of springtime? You're not from around here, are you? And you've just done it again. You're a sly one, aren't you? One more time. Who are you, and what were you doing in that shrine?
I'm Godhead, and I've come from the future. That would sound so crazy, but I'll go with that.
No idea what you're talking about. Oh, wait. Are you a bit, not right in the head? That's all right, friend. Everyone's welcome here.
Yeah, brother. Seriously, what's today's date?
We sort of lose track of the date down here, but it feels like the beginning of spring to me, so I'd say early March?
Okay.
It's 817 AUC. Sorry, you look confused. 817 years since the founding of Rome. Which part of the empire are you from, exactly?
Okay. That doesn't help me. Is this before or after Christ? Archaeologist Insight says it's 65 CE. Never mind, of course I knew that. Let's go with the first option.
Hey, not so loud. Just saying that name could land you in trouble here.
Oh
If
god.
you haven't heard, his cultists burned down half of Rome last year.
Oh
Horrible
shit.
business. I heard Nero executed some of them, but a lot of people are still angry with them, even down here. So, if you're one of them, keep it to yourself. But listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than one. So, let me make this nice and simple for you. Live by our law here, and we'll all get along just fine.
Dude, wasn't Nero the craziest emperor Rome ever had? Like, really crazy? From what I know, it was his mother which turned him that way, though.
Not laws, law. There's just one, the golden rule, and the punishment for breaking it's kind of horrific.
Oh,
But our
death by hanging?
magistrate insists we take all newcomers to see him, so I guess I'll let him fill you in. So then, you coming?
Alright, lead the way. No thanks, I'll make my own way. Alright, lead the way.
Follow me. When I first arrived, I couldn't believe there were people living down here. But, as you can see, we've got a nice little community now. Only 23 of us at the moment, if you count the 3 who are missing. No idea how, since nobody knows a way out. But it's just big and dark enough to get lost in, if you're not careful.
Oh,
Aren't you going to introduce me to your handsome new friend,
oh,
Galerius?
nice.
Keep
Hello.
it in your loincloth, Aurelia. I'm taking him to see the magistrate.
That pompous old bore won't be magistrate for much longer. Anyone who helps vote him out today drinks at my bar for free
I'll be
tonight.
back for you, Aurelia. Have fun.
Politics.
It was nice to
I'd
meet you.
stay clear of it, and her, if I were you. She's... it's not my place to say. Down on your right is our farm, where I grow all the food you'll ever want. As long as
Nice.
all you want is leek, cabbage, and wheat. That one usually gets a chuckle.
The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone.
Ancient
Don't mind
crackhead.
Livia. She means well. She's just been in a bad place since... Well, I don't know what happened to her. Up
Right,
here
dude.
on your right is the chasm. If you've got a weapon, it belongs way down at the bottom. Up on your left is the forum, where you can visit the market or get yourself patched up in Lucretia's clinic in the Shrine of Apollo. Most of
Nice.
us have almost nothing, just what we had on us when we arrived, and what we've been able to make and scrounge up since. And this central plateau is where the magistrate and the other patricians live, so don't expect a warm welcome.
Hilarious. You're meant to be working the farm, not trudging dirt into the villas.
Take it easy, Horatius. I was just taking our new friend here to see the magistrate.
Well, he's asked me to escort the newcomer personally. The farm. Go. Now.
You'd better go with him. But just remember, they're not like you and me. Don't let them use you.
What was that? What did you just say?
I said it'll take some getting used to.
Yeah, I'm watching
I feel you.
far, boy. Greetings, citizen. My name's Horatius. Magistrate Sentius asked me to escort you to him personally. Follow me, please.
Okay, alright, lead the way. What's this about?
I expect the magistrate wants to brief you about the Golden Rule. It shouldn't take too long. He's busy preparing for the election later today.
Okay.
Follow me. The only thing you really need to understand right now is the Golden Rule. Let me see if I can explain it this way. When I was serving in the Legion, if there was a mutiny brewing in one cohort, the legate in charge wouldn't waste time finding the bad apples among hundreds. They just divided us into groups of 10, made us draw straws, and whoever drew the short straw had to be executed by the
hello.
other
Oh,
nine.
another one
Wow,
fresh
I
out of
didn't
the
do anything
baths, I
wrong.
take it.
One of us in 10 would die for the crimes of the collective. We call it decimation. If that seems like rough justice to you, you're in for a rude shock. Because the Golden Rule is exactly 10 times worse. The magistrate can explain the rest. Who's up these stairs?
Oh, okay. What's down here, though? Oh, kitchen. Oh, can I take this food? These carrots are purple, as they were before modern orange carrots were cultivated. Oh, I didn't know that. Do the statues still look at me? They do! Why does no one find this odd? Like, hey lady, like, look at that
This
statue.
place has become a thoroughfare.
Oh, let's go talk to the magistrate. I'm guessing that's him.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name?
I'm Godhood.
A curious name to match a curious accent. But I digress. I see you have the piercing and astute eyes of a man of great learning.
Yes,
We're
that's
always
true.
happy to welcome another scholar to our little community. Equitia will be delighted to meet you, I'm sure.
Is that his
Now,
daughter?
you're probably wondering why I summoned you, and I'll get to that. But first, take a look at this wondrous place, would you? A secret city built deep in the mountains, many hundreds of years ago.
It's beautiful.
Indeed. More importantly, consider the miraculous community we've built here over the last 7 months. 22 complete strangers brought together by the fates, living and working together in our own little paradise. And in all that time, not a single sin has been committed. No fights, no theft, nothing. Have you ever witnessed something so extraordinary as a city without sin?
Can't say I have.
Nor could I until I came here. But the reason for this miracle is as simple as it is terrifying. If even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us will die. You see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." From what we can gather, breaking the law here will anger the gods and provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses of Medusa and Midas combined, turning us all to gold. We've come to call it the Golden Rule. It's extraordinary that we've survived as long as we have, and each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun is almost up. And now it seems that day is finally here. All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the Golden Rule. Why else would Proserpina send you now? Unless you and I can stop them, our doom is assured. I know that's a lot to take in, and you look like you have questions. Please, ask away.
What counts as a sin in here?
An intelligent question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Does it refer to crimes or to some other ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault, and certainly no murder. But beyond that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus. What about lying, insulting someone, blasphemy, trespass, trying to escape, bribery, infidelity, suicide? As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and so I made a decision. We must uphold the laws of the Empire to a standard never before seen. And we must honor the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. It is only by offering the gods the proper respect that we may prosper, as Rome has for centuries.
Makes sense to me. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. What is legal isn't always moral, and many of our laws and customs are considered barbaric where I'm from. Let's go with the second option.
Barbaric? Barbaric? What are you talking about? The Empire is the most civilizing force in the known world. Rome is a beacon of light in the darkness. For 800 years she has borne great statesmen, philosophers, poets, artists, and engineers. We have comprehensive laws protecting the rights of our citizens, which have unified countless warring tribes all across the Mediterranean and beyond, from Gallia to Judea. All our citizens are treated the same, regardless of the color of their skin or their sexual preference. Can you say the same? When our people are starving, they are given food rations, and when they are wronged, they have the right to bring the guilty party before the magistrate. Our laws forbid treason, murder, assault, and rape, as well as theft and arson, and so on. No other civilization in the world is so advanced, and you have the hubris to call us barbaric?
Yeah, I mean, what about the slaves? Oh, yeah, they do have that option. Don't your laws allow slave ownership? Don't your people watch blood sports for entertainment? Don't women have fewer rights than men? Don't you persecute Christians? Don't you practice collective punishment? Let's go with the first option, or second option here.
Of course. What else would we do with those prisoners of war who would otherwise have been executed? And besides, there are laws for their protection as well.
Okay, let's go with the blood sports.
On occasion. But our gladiators are almost all volunteers seeking glory, or condemned prisoners who would have been executed anyway. I do not see the harm.
Of course, there's no human rights. Don't women have fewer rights than men?
Of course, but with fewer rights come fewer responsibilities, and the right to be protected by their fathers and husbands.
Okay.
You mean the blasphemous cult responsible for burning down half of Rome last year? It's hard to blame the people for being angry about that.
Don't you practice collective punishment?
Are you talking about our practice of decimation? Of course. We could hardly unite all these warring tribes without a disciplined, formidable legion.
Where I'm from, we consider those things to be abhorrent.
Well, right now, you're a long, long way from home. I have made my pronouncement on the subject. Unfortunately, there are still those here who resist, whispering blasphemous and treasonous lies in the shadows. I would be keeping a close eye on them if I were you.
Okay. What did you mean when you said Proserpina sent me?
You see, in my search for a way to save my people, I learned of an ancient ritual to Proserpina, the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. It's said to open a doorway in time so that if the unthinkable happens, one person can pass through it and travel back to the past. And when I saw you arrive in a flash of light from the goddess's shrine, I knew that person was you. You don't belong in our time, do you?
You're right. I'm from 2,000 years in the future.
$2,000 years? That is unfathomable. Please tell me, in your time, what did you see? What had become of us, of this city?
You had all been turned into golden statues. I didn't see anything. Let's get the first option.
I have imagined it, our downfall, 1,000 times. But it still breaks my heart to hear the truth of it.
How does the ritual work?
All I can tell you is that it's a ritual sacrifice to Proserpina. I stumbled across instructions. I have to recite a prayer, and of course, as with all rituals, some sacrifice is involved. Usually that means wine or food, or in some cases a live animal. In this case, the sacrifice is rather more costly. The life of the person performing the ritual. I don't suppose you saw any sign of me in the future?
I did see human remains in the temple.
I assume that was me. If I'm forced to perform the ritual, it's going to cost me everything. You'll try to make sure I don't need to use it, won't you?
I can't promise anything.
Well, thank you for your candor, I suppose.
Okay, why can't you investigate?
Well, I believe you're in the best position to go around asking people questions. You're new here, and it'll seem perfectly normal. As for me, well, it pains me to say my attempts to impose order have not earned me many friends. I fear I may not even remain magistrate after today's election. The people here would only treat my curiosity with suspicion. You shouldn't have that problem, though, unless, of course, you get off on the wrong foot.
Fair enough. Do you have any suspects?
Do you ever stare at a problem for so long that you can't see it for what it is anymore? What's needed here is a fresh pair of eyes. The less I prejudice the independence of your investigation, the better.
Okay. How would I know you're not the person responsible? Come on, tell me what you really think. Let's go with this option.
Me? Why would you suspect me? I've just told you, I'm about to sacrifice my own life to ensure these people have a second chance. What reason could you possibly have to suspect me, of all people?
Wait, so you sacrifice your life so that the other people can have a second chance, but that also includes you, right? Fair point.
I'm glad you think so.
Okay, I don't believe that.
Without trust, without each other, we won't be able to prevent what is about to happen.
People who talk about trust are the people you should trust the least. Come on, tell me what you really think.
Well, all right. There are those who wish to vote me out of office so that they can pursue their own misguided political agenda. Frankly, their selfishness and recklessness risk destabilizing the entire city. I would be looking very carefully at them if I were you.
Who's them? Just give me some names. If I do this, will you help me get back to my own time? That's all the questions I had. These questions will be available later. Let's go with the
If I understand
last question.
Proserpina's ritual correctly, that problem should take care of itself. Let me see if I can explain. If you manage to prevent the sin that breaks the golden rule, I won't need to bring you here. I won't create the portal, and you will never have been able to come here. Thus, you'll have created a paradox. If this occurs, you should be flung back to your own time, having changed the past for all of us. Make sense?
Not much, but sure, why not? That's all the questions I had.
Good. So, are you with me? Can I count on you to figure out who's about to break the golden rule?
It doesn't seem like I have much choice.
No, I don't suppose you do. But I'm hoping that even if you're not burdened with a sense of self-sacrifice, you'll at least see the sense in self-preservation.
Good point. I'm in.
Wonderful. Now, I need you to investigate the city, talk to everyone, help them if it'll win their trust. I authorize you to enter private homes and inspect possessions and documents, unless, of course, you're asked to leave. Figure out who the culprit is, and as soon as you have a name, come back and tell me immediately.
Okay. Alright, I'll get started.
Oh, and one last thing. If I were you, I'd start my investigation by visiting Lucretia at the Shrine of Apollo in the Forum. I heard wailing from there not long ago. Seems like something's not right.
I'll see what I can do. Okay. Move out of the way, old man. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, I like that architecture and those cliffs. Looks pretty good. Wait, what's the point of having a door when you can just walk through here? That makes no sense. Okay, apparently the architecture was not all that smart back in the day.
Ave.
Ave? Ave, brother? Ave? Tap X for a guide towards your objective marker. What just happened? Oh, these butterflies are the guard. Got it.
On your best behavior, I trust.
Oh,
A new face. Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
what's your story? Do you know what way out of here? What do you think about the Golden Rule? What's the status of the election? So it's your story.
Oh my. I take it people are quite direct where you're from. I suppose it's quite charming in its own way. Usually, however, you wouldn't simply march up to a Vestal priestess and without due formality or courtesy ask, "What is your story?"
I just did. Sorry, what should have I done?
The proper approach would be to arrange an introduction through a mutual acquaintance in high office, by which time you would already know how to address me. And
Okay.
then you would find a way to satisfy your curiosity rather more indirectly. But to be honest, I've often thought what an unnecessarily formal way to communicate that is. So, let's do it your way. You just keep being yourself and ask whatever you like. It'll be a refreshing change.
What's a Vestal
You
priestess?
really don't know? You are from far away, aren't you? Well, I am one of the priestesses, charged with keeping the sacred flame in Rome's shrine of Vesta burning. I take it you know who Vesta is?
Remind me?
Vesta is the mother goddess of hearth and home, and the guardian of the Roman people.
How did you end
No,
up here?
I'm not entirely sure. But what about you? How did you end up here?
A young woman named Karen tracked me out of a river unconscious and sent me here.
Karen, you say? And nothing about that name seemed odd to you.
It's an older name, but not uncommon where I'm from. I think I see where this is going.
You do? Well then, have you spoken with any of the others about how they arrived here too? I really think you should. Go around and ask them what they remember and see if you notice any patterns.
You're being a bit quiet.
I know. I just don't want to see what happened to Livia happen to you, too.
Livia?
Up until a few weeks ago, she was a perfectly productive member of our little community, darning clothes and cutting hair. She was always so chatty, always seeking out newcomers and asking them where they were from and how they wound up here. And then, about a month ago, she suddenly changed. She withdrew, stopped working and became despondent, started muttering to herself. Galerius and I visited her to see how we could help, but she just looked at us with this haunted stare, called us bloodless shadows, and told us we were ignorant of some pattern. Look, it could be unrelated. Perhaps she simply fell ill. Or, as Galerius suggested, the weight of the Golden Rule was too much for her. But there is a small chance that she learned something, saw a pattern nobody else saw, and that it broke her. I just don't want to see that happen to you.
Okay,
So be careful, will you?
I will. I'll be careful.
Thank you. Now, go and follow the thread of truth through this labyrinth, and come back to me if you discover any patterns.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
It must be completed by dusk, just the same as any other official business. It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and Malleolus, the challenger. Why do you ask?
Just curious.
All of the male citizens who are willing and able to attend, unless they're running, of course.
Can I vote them?
Well, you're not a citizen yet, so no, I'm afraid not. But if it's any consolation, there are other ways to influence the outcome of an election.
Such
By
as?
using whatever gifts the gods gave you. Nothing untoward, of course.
Okay, can I nominate another candidate? What's your role in the election?
I'm responsible for announcing it and making sure the procedures are followed. You can, assuming they're eligible and willing to accept the nomination.
Okay, can we start the election now? Let's talk about something else.
Certainly.
Do you know of a way out of here?
I don't, I'm afraid. It seems to me we're exiled here until the gods judge us, one way or another.
Okay, I'll be going
Come
now.
back to me once you've acquainted yourself with the rest of our neighbors.
Let's go to Lucretia.
Give me a moment. Sorry I'm such a mess. I just lost a patient and a dear friend. Julia. She was a good woman.
Good woman. She doesn't sound Roman at all. What happened? I was hoping to chat. Should I come back later? Let's go with the first option.
She was poisoned. She came in here frothing at the mouth. Normally I'd treat her with resin of silphium, a rare plant which is perfect for this sort of thing. And I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there, but he just looks at me with this evil smile and says, "That'll be 1,000 denarii." There was no way I could afford that, and he knew it. Then that toad shrugs and says, "Supply and demand. I guess you don't value your friend's life that highly." Anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it from his stall. But there's no way I can do that down here with the Golden Rule. So all I could do is come back here and just watch her die. I kept on apologizing. And now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it without breaking the Golden Rule, or why she cursed that snake's cruel black eyes with her dying breath.
Is there something I can do to help?
Well, unless you have the power to bring someone back from the dead, there's really just one thing you can do. Get me that silphium resin. I'm going to have another patient in here soon. Could be in the next day or in the next hour. and I will not allow this to happen again. I don't care how you get it, but you have to make it happen. Because if I
Okay.
lose another patient this way, I swear to the gods below, not even the golden rule will stop me from marching up to that genetricum fututo and scratching his eyes out.
Alright. That's dangerous talk.
Then you'd better get me that Sylphium quickly, hadn't you?
Oh wow. Okay. Okay, lady. You're now threatening me. Got it. This must be the marketplace. Yeah, I can hear you. Who are you? Like, of course. Oh, hey, handsome fella. Okay, guess I'll talk to him later. Sinner.
For the last time, Dacius, I'm not making you a bow.
Why?
You know why.
How am I going to defend myself against someone else with a weapon?
There are no other weapons in the city. We all went along with the magistrate's weapons ban, so it wouldn't be an issue.
That's why I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it.
Okay, we'll talk to that guy later. Let's talk to Decius.
Salve, stranger, and welcome
Salve,
to our idyllic little
salve.
slice of the Empire. I'm Dacius. Terrible shame what happened to Yulia, but we just have to carry on, don't we?
I need some Sylphium resin. What's the story? Do you have a way out of here? What do you think about the golden rule? Let's go with the first option.
Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000 denarii.
It's not reasonable at all. How would I come up with 1,000 denarii? You're price gouging over life-saving medicine? What is wrong with you? Okay.
Oh, it's perfectly legal. Simply a question of supply and demand, I'm afraid. Take it or leave it.
Okay, I'll take
Hear
it.
what? Are you sure you're feeling all right? If you're hearing things, perhaps you should pay a visit to Lucretia's clinic. We don't want another Navia on our hands.
What happened to Navia?
She claimed the statues were whispering to her. Nobody else could hear it. Then she shut herself in the palace and we never heard from her again. But I digress. Do you want this Sylphium or not?
I do. How about I just take it instead?
Well, if you did that, you'd break the golden rule, and we'd share the same fate as the last lot who lived here. Is that what you want?
The last lot? Take it and run. I suppose you're right. Is that what you want? If not, hand them over now. You don't know for sure. I'll take my chances. Let's do a quick save real quick. I don't think I can save during this.
Do you think I don't know a bluff when I see one? Nice try.
Hey, how would I come up with 1,000 denarii?
That's hardly my concern. But if you get a job, work hard and save your coins, you should be able to afford it within, say, 5 years?
Okay, asshole. I don't have that kind of
Very
money.
well. Perhaps I can interest you in something within your budget?
Who are you going to vote for? Let's find out.
Malleolus. I mean, Sentius couldn't even keep his daughter safe. What hope does he have of protecting us?
What happened to his daughter?
Certainly.
Okay. I'll
Very
I'll
well.
be going now.
Another time.
What happens if I take it?
The many shall suffer
Oh,
for the
shit.
sins of the one.
I did not mean to do that. Fuck. Oh my god. I should just... Oh, statue's looking at me. Don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. Ooh. I did not mean to do that. I was trying to put back the vase. Oh shit. Oh no. God damn. Did he already... Oh. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to check out the next episode tomorrow, and I'll see you guys then.